All right, so today we have Rightor Doyle, the director of the new film Down Low. How are you doing today?
I'm so well. How are you?
Well, thank you. So tell me, how excited are you for Down Low to be available for all to see?
I'm so excited. We shot it like I guess 2 years ago now, so I'm thrilled for it to come out. Yeah.
Good, good. So the film focuses on repressed divorcee Gary, who is delivered a crash course in unapologetic queer life by Cameron, a spirited and boundary-free sex worker. What more can audiences expect from Down Low, and what do you hope they take away from it?
That's it. That's all. That's all that I'll say.
In a nutshell.
No, I think that they should expect it's I think it's a very uh boundary pushing, funny, dark, genre bending comedy that ultimately has a real heart, and a subversive and sweet message buried underneath all of the chaos and darkness. And I think it's a thrilling ride. It's sort of the gay movie that I think I've always wanted to see.
Okay, awesome. So Down Low had its world premiere at South by Southwest in March. How was it initially received?
Oh my God, it was crazy. There's the movie is a build up to some really insane things that happen toward the end of the film. And just sitting in the audience, a packed house in this huge theater in Austin, knowing that those things were going to happen and that we were going to slowly build to them was thrilling. And Zach Quinto, who's the one of the leads of the film, said, he's been to a lot of festivals and seen his films screen in a lot of different places, and he said he'd never seen an audience reaction like this. People
Oh,
were
really?
screaming at the screen and laughing, and it was pretty fun.
That's awesome. Love
Yeah.
it. So how were you approached about this project, and what made you want to come on board and direct?
I always sort of thought that I would write my own first feature, but I was sent this script by Film Nation, who produced the movie, and with an incredible script by Lukas Gage and Phoebe Fisher. And I had known Lukas for a long time,
Wow.
and just felt that, I read the first 10 pages of it and I was like, oh my God, who is going to make this movie? This is wild. And I kept reading it and I was like, it's me. I have to make it. So I made a desperate pitch to be the one to make it, and luckily got the job, and then was able to really help develop and grow the film and add, I think, my stylistic and vision to what was already there. And it's truly thrilling and to work on it.
So this was very meaningful for you for having this be your debut feature film.
Yeah, I mean, I think it felt dangerous to me, and why not do it? If I'm gonna truly fail at life and have to move into my parents' basement, I better take a big swing.
Good
And
point.
this really felt like a big swing,
Mhm.
and it's ultimately a truly rewarding one. I think that there's a part of the movie is like deliciously love it or hate it. You sort of get pushed in these wild directions in the movie, and characters come in who are not necessarily the most moral.
Mhm.
I think we're playing with concepts of morality all throughout the film, and that felt very kindred to what I like to talk about in my work.
Awesome. So you were absolutely adamant on bringing that to the film.
Yeah, I think, and sort of developing that. I mean, I think that, movies are not, I don't believe that art is here to teach us things. I think art is here to ask us questions. And I think the movie asks more questions than it answers in all the right ways.
Hmm.
What does it mean to be a good person? Is selfishness a bad word? Is queerness a death sentence or a life sentence? All these things are sort of baked into this really wild and wacky comedy. And I don't think anything is worth doing without probing the world that we live in now.
Yeah, definitely. So you said you've known Zachary Quinto and Lucas Gage before this film?
Yes, I did. I did. I know, and I met Zach in New York when I was primarily acting here, and I met Lukas in Los Angeles. But yeah, and they knew each other as well, so it was like a really lovely sort of meet cute.
Okay, awesome. So, in your opinion, what made them perfect for the roles of Gary and Cameron? And what was it like seeing that chemistry blossom on set?
Well, Lukas wrote the part for himself, but
Okay.
I think it's really hard to play yourself or not yourself. Cameron is not him, but
Mhm.
to use those aspects of what makes Lukas such a dynamic and interesting and funny and sweet person to translate those into this really zany comedy.
Mhm.
And it was thrilling to watch him be able to bring all those qualities into this character. But I mean, it very much he's a wild one, and it really comes through on screen. And Zach, who I've known for a very long time, and I think is a really funny person, never is allowed to be that funny on camera. Usually was quite stoic and serious. And what I loved about this character for him is that the character starts in a quite stoic and serious place, and
Mhm.
really ends up coming into his own. And it was so fun to watch him spread his wings and really get to exercise his comedy chops because he's really so funny.
Yeah, he was really able to let loose in this film.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love it. So you are best known for your Emmy-nominated Netflix series Bonding, and you also work as an actor. Recently wrapped up HBO's Barry. So,
Yeah.
do you have any other acting or directing projects in the works right now?
I have a new show for Netflix that we shot the pilot of called Little Sky.
Okay.
And can't say that much about it, but it's a sort of madcap murder mystery set in Montana.
Oh, nice. Okay. Lovely.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy being in front or behind the camera more?
Well, I started as an actor, and that was really the ambition when I was younger. And I often felt as an out actor that the opportunities were quite limiting, especially 20 years ago when I started acting um, professionally. So for me, I felt like I had more to say than the opportunity I was given as an artist. So I started writing and then I started directing. So it felt very organic. I mean, I love writing and directing. I also love, you know, not having to think about gaining or losing 20 pounds every time I have to be on camera. So that's pretty nice too. But I love collaborating. I love the creativity that's involved in this profession. I'm so lucky to get to do any version of it.
Awesome. Are there any future goals you hope to accomplish with your career as an artist?
Honestly, to keep working. I mean, to keep telling stories, different types of stories, to keep sort of pushing buttons and furthering my craft and my deep collaborative relationships.
Hmm.
Sounds like a good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Going back to Download for just a second. Which was
Yeah.
your absolute favorite scene in the film?
Oh gosh. Um, I loved filming the chase scene with Judith.
Okay.
Um, she is such an exuberant and wonderful person, and she's game and up for anything. And we did a lot of sort of camera tricks, and it was a really, really fun night.
Awesome. Fantastic. All right, Ryder. Well, how can one stay up to date with you and the film?
The movie comes out October 10th,
Mhm.
10/10. And you can watch that on rent or buy it on any platform that I know of or don't know of. And with me, I'm around. You can find me at any gay bar in New York City.
Okay, what about social media?
Oh, it's just my name, Rightor Doyle at Rightor Doyle. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, then before we wrap up, are there any other upcoming projects, anything else you'd like to mention or plug at this time?
No, but I just saw Beyonce and it was wonderful.
Was she wonderful?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't get the chance to get tickets for her, but I've been seeing like all over TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Oh, it
Everyone who's
was
going seems to love her.
incredible. I mean, thank God there's a movie coming out. You didn't have to pay all that money. You can just watch the movie.
Yes, definitely. Same with Taylor Swift, you know.
Exactly.
Awesome, fantastic.